and the state of Jharkhand for this wonderful initiative. I'm going to be focusing upon education e-governance platforms. That is what we do. Our focus is in India as an organization. But before I come on to the education e-governance platform, just to give you a broad perspective of who we are, what we do, I'm just going to play a quick corporate video here and then carry on with the presentation. I saved the best for the last, which is I'm also going to showcase a live deployment, a live platform which we've done for Kendra Vidyalaya Sangathan, which is one of the largest educational bodies across the globe. So I'm going to switch to the presentation and then move on.
Our world echoes with stories of people whose actions shaped the course of history. People who overcame all odds and strived to achieve something greater than themselves. Their legacy has left indelible impacts on our lives that we see around us even today. What made these famous people unique? What is it about them that inspires us? It is the same thing that makes you unique in a world of 7 billion people. Your personality. It starts shaping even before you are born. And it unfurls like a seed in 3 dimensions: physical, psychological, and social. Personality has to be nurtured in these 3 dimensions to ensure it evolves and prospers through every stage of our life. But this journey, our lives, is full of surprises, full of struggles that poses immense challenges for nurturing the human personality. In this ever-present struggle, we have been working relentlessly to ensure that no individual is left behind. That each individual receives the right nurturing and care that enables them to realize their full potential. MGRM. In a world besieged with tremendous problems, MGRM is a humble initiative to do business with positive human values and support individuals inflicted with such problems and miseries. Through extensive multi-domain research spanning over 3 decades, we specialize in recognizing and addressing the needs of an individual across various stages of the life cycle. The knowledge bank created through this process encourages cross-pollination of ideas and concepts so that the most valuable best practices and global advancements are regularly incorporated in our solutions. MGRM today has grown into a diverse group of companies with a global presence that serves millions of individuals and corporates. We have been successful in bringing back the focus on the individual and rebuilding a value base into our governance processes and help create systems that in turn help in creating a better quality of life and a better world for all of us. Believing in the power of its vision, MGRM continues on its journey to make an individual a complete personality. MGRM, we are there for you.
So that was just a short video on the organization. I'm just quickly going to move on with the presentation, and then I'm going to present a live case study. I'll just give this. So the entire focus is on an individual and how does one individual become a complete personality. And how do we do that is by addressing human life cycle needs, starting, in fact, we have this entire governance platform which addresses requirements from birth to death. So we're doing large-scale deployments of our e-governance platform, and we'll come on to that shortly. These are the various companies, MGRM group companies. I'm representing MGRM today. Two companies which focus on education, one being MGRM Pinnacle, and the other one is MGRM. MGRM Pinnacle itself is an education organization. We impart education to almost 60,000 students across the globe. It's been a long journey of 30 years, and these are various certifications, patents, trademarks, licenses that we have today under our belt. This is our global footprint. As I mentioned, MGRM Pinnacle, we have almost 60,000 students, which is primarily focused in the US. We do distance education programs in China. We even do, for that matter, rehabilitation training programs in prisons in US. So that is the kind of work that we do in education domain. Coming on to the kind of projects that we have done as an organization, starting from what you see on the top right is the master governance platform, which is in the country Grenada. It's one of the only, we are actually one of the only companies across the globe which has been awarded a complete country-level e-governance project, which addresses requirements, as I mentioned earlier, from birth to death. So from your birth certificate to your driving license, everything, all government, citizen-centric services will reside on one single platform, which is the MGRM Master Governance Platform. Very recently, this was last year, sometime last year, we were also awarded one of the most prestigious projects under the Digital India Initiative, which was launched by the former HRD Minister, which is the Shala Darpan project for Kendra Vidyalaya Sangathan. So as we speak, this project is live. It's already implemented across 1,185 schools across the country. Few of us know that Kendra Vidyalaya Sangathan is actually one of the largest education bodies across the globe, comprising of almost 4 million users, which of course includes students, parents, the entire student and parent community. Apart from this, there are various other projects which we have undertaken over the years. We were the first in the country way back in 2001 to implement complete online admission and counseling for Delhi University. We are also currently, something which we are very keen to propose to the state of Jharkhand is something that we are already executing in Himachal Pradesh, where all ITIs and polytechnics use this one single platform for the entire student life cycle management. Again, some of the work that we've done with the regulatory bodies, one thing which I would just like to highlight is that we co-authored the accreditation manual with CBSE. As an organization, we've put in almost 30 years of extensive research to understand the requirements of different stakeholders, be it public administration or institution. When I talk about administration, what are the requirements of different regulatory bodies? So that experience and understanding gives us the leverage to carry out such projects at a large scale. These are our various strategic alliances, starting from consulting to technology organizations and various government clientele that we have today. Coming on to the specific offering, till now I've been talking about the organization, but what is our core offering for a government, for a state or a country? If you see here, from birth, it's showing the birth certificate to death certificate across education, healthcare, pharmaceutical, insurance, and automobile. We cover all domains, provide one single integrated platform, which is one IT platform, which can provide all citizen-centric services of a state or a country. Now, currently our focus in India is education. So I've highlighted education for that reason. And if I drill down into education, the objective is if we can have one single platform which caters or addresses the requirement from the time the student joins the school, which is in preschool, up to the time he becomes employable. So this is our offering for the state. It covers a gamut of services starting from pre and post campus services. We do online admissions, counseling. We have institute management systems. We have the MIS systems at a state level, accreditation systems, learning and training management systems. We also have a master skill development e-governance platform which can address skill development requirements for any particular state. Something very interesting is the e-dossier. we've all gone through our journeys in education domain for starting from school, but today if we have to look back in time and see what was our performance when I was in school, we don't have any documents in place. So we've come up with something which is very interesting, and we have already implemented based on our pilot implementation over the last 15 years in the country, wherein from the time a student joins the school and leaves the school, we can provide one single docket or one single dossier which comprises of the student performance, reading habits, anything and everything pertaining to the student and the school. So this is the entire gamut of services that we offering to education domain, but this in itself is very vast, because usually within a state, and especially in a country like ours, you have different departments addressing the requirements of these different segments, which is school, college, and university. So if I have to further drill down into a school or a college or a university, what is it that we do? So within a school, college, or university, if you see here, be it public, administration, or institution, we have one platform which will take care of the requirements of all the stakeholders. Usually what we've seen over a period of time, most of the initiatives which are being undertaken by governments, or for that matter private institutions, you would have technology solutions implemented in silos. But here we have one thing which will address the process workflow requirement at grassroots level. From that grassroots level, you'll have a system or an MI system which is generated from data which is inputted at the source, which is at the transaction level. And then also, most importantly, same platform delivering services to all the stakeholders or the entire community. So within this, if we further drill down, so if we take public administration and institution, we have what we call as the governance framework, which comprises of 4 stages: information, interaction, transaction, and transformation. We believe today most of the systems which are deployed are essentially addressing the computerization needs, but not the governance requirement. To address a governance, to have a governance system in place, you need to have all the 4 stages embedded in the platform. So this is something that we are doing for Kendra Vidyalaya Sangathan. For example, we are doing the school e-governance system. The outcome of the system is, while it addresses institutional requirements within the institution, what we call as SCAM, student, teacher, alumni, management, and parent, at the same time it provides valuable information to stakeholders at the state level or the department level, which is originating from a source which is authentic and which is dependable. So if we see this entire cycle, which is from childbirth to employment, be it nutrition, child healthcare, attendance, fee, all these services can be enabled through one single platform. So that in essence is our offering, and that is something that we're pitching out to the state of Jharkhand as well. How do we do this? When I talk about the entire governance platform, there are 3 core components. The first one being the foundation application, which comprises of almost 80 ready functionalities which can be deployed on day 1 with minor configuration. The other one being the component which takes care of the learning and training requirements. And the third one being the analytical platform. So once you have the processes in place, you have the learning and training requirements being addressed through one system, then you can have a master layer or analytical layer which can enable predictive and corrective analytics. These are the basic outcomes, features of this entire platform. Something which is very unique to this platform is what we are offering we are offering a single unique ID to the state for every stakeholder, be it most importantly the students. So from the time the student joins the school, he will have one unique ID in the state which he would carry from school to college to university. So this was just to give you a flair of what we do. I'm going to quickly move on to something which you all may find very interesting. Is something that we've already deployed at Kendra Vidyalaya Sangathan, and I'm going to move to the live application now. So this is the e-governance platform that we've deployed. It's not just a simple portal, and that is something that I'm going to showcase shortly. It comprises of these 4 components. Something is called as a school expert system, which is at each institution level addressing the academic and administrative processes. So their day-to-day daily activities take place on this particular application, which is the school expert system. So from fee to attendance to examination, everything is covered here. They have a centralized online admissions module. So for all schools across the country, you have now one uniform system for admissions. The third one being the learning support platform, which addresses not only the learning requirements of students, but they are also planning to use it for training their staff. The fourth one being analytics, and I'm going to begin with this. And this is my, I'm going to primarily focus on this particular application right now. So as one can see, as soon as I click on analytics, it has a provision wherein an individual vidyalaya or a school or parents can log in to access their respective child's information. This information is updated on a day-to-day basis, and this information is coming live. And this has already been enabled for the population of students in Kendra Vidyalaya Sangathan is around 11.7 lakh. So 11.7 lakh data, 7 lakh student data is updated on a day-to-day basis. And this is not just simple student information, but complete profile of the student. So instead of logging in as a parent, I'm going to log in using a headquarter account. And I will just showcase one use case here. So this information that you see right now is coming live. Now this is, at a glance, I'm able to see what is the student strength across Kendra Vidyalayas across the country, which is 1185. I click on North Zone. I'm able to see the data for each region. I click on the region, say Delhi. So it is showing me region-wise what is the actual number of students, what is the student strength in each region. If I click on one region, it will populate the data for all the clusters. They have segregated each region into different clusters. If I click on a cluster, I'm able to see the student strength in each and every individual school. So if I mouse over to a particular school, I'm able to see the data of individual school. If I click on a school, I'm able to drill down and I'm able to view the actual student strength in each class. What is interesting is if I click on a class, it will further populate the student strength in each section. If I click on a section further, I'm able to see who are the students in that particular school, in that particular class section, as on date. Now what is interesting is, our belief is this can still be generated using your conventional Excel sheets. But what is unique about this entire application is that apart from the fact that you can drill down from a national view to an individual view, so we try to make it student-centric. If I click on a particular student here, I'm able to view the details of this child as well. So something from very basic profile, and say there are different 7 types of addresses which are recorded, to something a little more complex, which is the student's individual timetable. So as a parent, when I log in, I'm able to access and view this, which is pertaining and pertinent to only my child. Then you have something as subject teachers. I want to see before a PTM, I want to see who are the teachers whom I'm going to meet. I have the photographs of those teachers also available online. I can see the upcoming holidays for a particular month. I'm able to view child's attendance on a day-to-day basis. They've also enabled the SMS system, so in case the child is absent, SMS is automatically triggered to the parents. Something which is very close to our hearts is also, and this is very important in education domain, is also the child's health. So all the health checkup records are also updated here. Now what is important to note here, this is not just a data MIS system where somebody is punching in the data and for the sake of generating a MIS at the state level, but this is automating the processes and workflows at the grassroots level or the institutional level from where all this information is originating. So this is just to give you a glimpse of what we've done for Kendra Vidyalaya Sangathan, and this is what technology enables us to do today. And we've also done the learning system, but due to paucity of time, learning system enables us to pull in videos from different sources, which Kendra Vidyalaya has already done. Conduct online assessments, homeworks, so that activity has already been completed for all the schools. And with that, I would like to close my presentation. Thank you so very much.
From MGRM Net Limited, Mr. Manav is here. Welcome with a round of applause, Mr. Manav, for his presentation.